welcome to today's stream. We are back from our mini weekend away, and today we are going to be checking out anything that's come out in the last 4 days, as well as anything that comes out today as part of Fantasy FC. I haven't really seen much at all that has come out since Friday. And so, let's have a little look-see, shall we? I hope everybody has been doing fantastically well. I've been away on a stag do in Barcelona, which is why I haven't been live. But I hope that, everyone's had good weekends and all of that good stuff. Let me make sure that is good. Lovely. So, let's have a look. First up, we got about 20 minutes until 6 p.m. content. We got our second batch of icon swaps. What have we got to do? Win 6. So it's a one nation thing. Okay, that's fine. That's easy. Although, what do we need to do? Low driven and through ball. That's fine. Just score. Assist with a defender. Okay, that's not as easy, but also not the worst thing in the world. They brought back score with a chip shot. Why? Why do they hate us so much? Okay. And assist with a cross in the same one. Wow, okay. That is grim. Why on earth did they bring the two worst parts back in one? That's crazy. Okay. Italy. Score with a header in 3 separate ones. That's fine. Assist with a through ball in 7 separate matches. That's also fine. Champs, I didn't play this weekend because I was away, but that's fine. We got 2 weekends to get 10 wins, so that's not a problem. And then World Class, 11 Silvers, Saudi League, WSL, Liga F, First Owner. Oof. Okay. So you can't do this one in... Oh, these are only 3 games. Oh, okay. So if you had Silver Saudi, that would be incredible. And then you just fly through those. How do you have time to grind this game? This is my job. Simple as that. Really. This is my job. Weekly objectives we can get done. Live events. Fantasy FC Cup. You get a Marita. Some SP. And what is that, Evo? Turns them into an icon. Wow. Does that actually get icon chem? If so, that's huge. For what? 20 matches, to be fair. It's quite a lot, but we still got 10 days left to do that. That's huge. Okay, and overall we get Marita and a 1083. The league... Now, I did see a tweet about this. This is where you get a Barbo, right? But you have to get a ridiculous amount of wins. Defending. Aero Fortress Plus. Jumping. Okay, that's fine. 783. Diosa. Another Evo. Passing, Ping Pass Plus. Okay. Not the best, but sure. Luis Enrique. 4-star, 3-star is dead. We're nearly in March, for God's sake. Triple 88. 5 times 88. Wow. 787. 688. The people that are sick at this game are going to have some unbelievable packs. Dear God. Beza, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing very, very well. A-Team gets us an Evo. Shooting +4, finesse, pace +3, finesse shot plus, and rapid. Oh my god, this! I tell you what, I did one Evo before I went away. This would be sick for this guy, who I'm trying to turn into a striker for the Leicester squad. We need pace and we need shooting on this card, and we could do with like finesse plus, something like that. That would be solid. That'd be really, really nice. And then I think we'd be able to put low driven on from rewards. We'd maybe be missing quick step, but aside from that, yeah, we just need the pace and shooting to get a little bit better, and then we'd be pretty good to go. And we'd have a very, very nice card there. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to get that amount of wins. Could get a 5-star week for... Oh, I guess so, because of the amount... because of the promo. And there's that Ibarbo. 4. Unless these can also gain... He can't get a 5-star. What is their obsession with 4-star, man? Like, the last couple of promos, they've had so many players where it's 4, and it feels like they're just sort of trying to calm things down, and then when Foot Birthday comes out and everybody's 5-star, it's like, oh my god, look at this, it's so special. But the only reason why it's special is because they've taken away 5-star skills or weak foots from this promo and the last one. But, oh well. Oh look, another 4-star player. Can he go up though? He can. So the player makes 6 attacking actions in the next 4 league games. The hell does that mean? We'll wait for it to scroll, because for some reason EA can only fill up about 40% of this screen instead of the whole thing. To list out the explanations here. And it's so slow. Come on! Attacking actions, key pass, and shot on target. I mean, if you don't do 6 of those in 4 league games as a striker, that's pretty disappointing. Right? That's pretty poor. But okay. What Evos have we had? And what expires today? The Invisible Wall's still out. Fancy FC Path. Low Driven Shot Plus. Why do those upgrades... Is that genuinely a +1? Or is that just because she's at max? No, because she gets +1 pass... What? Plus 70 shot power. Low driven plus. Skill moves go up to 4. Low driven finesse. I mean, again, that's not in terms of the playstyles that gives you, that would be solid on my Aribo. But then he wouldn't get the second playstyle plus. But his shooting would have got a bit of a boost, but mainly the shot power. But who really cares about that? Is Anticipate Plus good on a right back who's already got Jockey Plus? I mean... yeah. I'd say so. I'd say that's really good. Definitely... maybe not quite as good as Intercept, but Anticipate still really good. Can I buy you a PS4? It's £50. No. What a ridiculous question. No. Right. A bronze player with stat upgrades across the board. 20k. Okay. We have a couple. So, who have I got that could fit in? Jake Evans or Aluko? Now, Aluko I did give Jockey, so that's a better start than Evans, who is going to have none. Aluko would go up to 84. And yeah, it is just well-rounded stats regardless of your position on the pitch. So ideally you'd want it on a midfielder, but I've already done Golding up to like 90. They don't get any play styles though. I mean, I guess it would be a good starting point for him. and then he'd gain playstyles as we get like left back and right back evos that would fit him. So, okay. I don't hate that one. What else? Hold and play expires in 8 minutes. Intercept and long ball pass. Oh. I guess I already put that on someone. Don't know who, but okay. That's a stupid bug that's still in the game. My brah, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. What else? Make the link. Get your protein expires in 8 minutes. 87. Quick step plus. Bruiser, Enforcer, Relentless, Long Throw. I mean, that's just a bit dead. It's a bug that even though the Evo's already gone, it still says it's there. It's been in the game since the beginning. It's so poor. It's just frustrating. It's like the bug when you open up a pack and it says that one player is not a dupe, and then you maybe have like 3 players that are dupes, and then it kicks you off, and then you go back in and it says all 4 of them are dupes. That's been in the game for a year and a half now, which is really, really poor. This one, it just feels like a waste of playstyles in comparison to others. Although I did see that EA are looking at, is it like nerfing incisive tiki-taka and what was the other one? Pinged pass? I didn't see anything other than people talking about it very briefly. I've just not really seen much at all whilst I've been away. But that would be interesting, I guess. If they do that, I don't really have the need for this even. Like, oh, right, sorry. Playstyle Plus is max 1. Which Evo are you talking about? Only one they aren't nerfing is pinged. The other 2 are, though. Oh, okay. Sure. He would get Quick Step. He'd gain 3 physical. He'd gain Enforcer. Is that relevant? We wouldn't need the Quick Step Plus. Relentless, that's fine. Long Throw, we don't care about. I mean, when are you shield dribbling with a defender? His physicals are already good, and he's already got Bruiser. I just don't know if I care about putting this on anybody. I mean, I could just put it on a random untradeable card so that I have a slightly better version of them in case I need to use them in... Why are all of these cards tradable? High to low. Loans off. 87. I'm talking about any Evo. Any Evo that basically says that it's available when in reality it's not available because maybe you've like already done it once instead of 2. I don't know. If they nerf pinged, you wouldn't even be able to pass IMO. They should only nerf them a little bit. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at what they said about that. That's an Unreal collection. Ben, it is the dream, innit? Have I got that Ibarbo? I got back yesterday from a holiday over the weekend. I had a trip to Barca, and so this is the first time that I'm touching the game since Thursday. So, no, we have just had a look through that, though. And so... I mean, someone like Kunde. I will try and get it. So what would he gain? Bruiser, Enforcer, Long Throw. I mean, do we just randomly add Bruiser to a Kunde card in case I need to use him in a... To be fair, if I use him in like a French 11, that might be beneficial. Well, let's just do it. I mean, who cares? It's a free one. I'm not putting it on any of the Leicester players because there's multiple bang average play stars that get put on there. That's the broken one. 2 days, 3 days. Refined Flank Runner. technical, finesse, technical plus, rapid, incisive. And what's that on? 86. Okay, we'll look at that. Mindset training. Press proven plus is... No. Quick step. Relentless. I could put that on... I could put that on a Rebo, and it would just make him a little bit quicker. Fantasy staple. Oh my god, right. Rapid plus, low driven, finesse, aerial fortress, enforcer. Again, what a bizarre set of... Man City's Ghanaian superstar. What a bizarre set of things to add onto a card. Bruiser is good, yeah. Putting it on Ricky P for the Quick Step Plus, not a fan of all the other physical play stars. Yeah, Bruiser's the one that you want. The rest, no. Just got yourself R9. I need to do my swaps. Hope you get a decent sentiment Evo. Doing Norwegian guy in the bronze one. Got a chain going. Nice. Had a good game in Champs the other day. I don't know when that would have been. I was away over the weekend. I didn't play Champs. Okay, we'll have to look at that one. We've also got going on an adventure. Defending. Take your left back on an adventure, but it's an 86 again. I mean, someone like Nuno Mendes, what does he gain? Wow. I mean, it's not bad, is it? That feels like that could be a player that a fair few people put in. Olimbi Gilbert, people like this. Lewis Skelly. Right, we've got 2 minutes. Let's quickly check SBCs to see if anything's expiring that's come out recently. Sort by expiry. This guy. Double 4-star that can't get upgraded. That's fine. Double 86 is going. Jess Carter, no. Okay, that's fine. So, what are the newest things that have been added? Javinho. João Cancelo. Now, I did read a tweet earlier that he's already got an upgrade. Right, because they kept a clean sheet. What I was surprised about, right, was... I was in Barca when this game was going on. It wasn't... like on in most of like the bars and stuff that had TVs, and it wasn't on, and that to me was baffling compared to like you go out to any bar when I don't know there's a random Prem game on in London, it will be everywhere. This wasn't. So I saw the first half and then saw the Arsenal game, but yeah, that really surprised me. Someone said he got given intercepts. Wow. Okay. I mean, this looks like a pretty damn good card already without any... So they won, so they got 3 points. He's going to get another boost overall. He could very easily get that 99 stat because there's 3 goals in the first game, 7 more in 3. Player makes 12 defensive actions. He could very easily also get a 5-star weak foot, most likely. He got an assist, didn't he? But that doesn't help him. Wow, that looks really good. Football culture so different compared to England. It is, yeah. He has intercept now. Yeah, apparently so. That was what he got. That was what he got. But it's 6 o'clock, so let's see the actual new stuff rather than stuff that's been out for a few days that I just hadn't seen. I've not done my icon swaps, but I will be doing them, and I will most likely be taking R9. But I've been busy. I've been away. So here we go, everybody. How good's Gabriel? Gabriel is very solid. You did it on DeMarco. Given that 87 shooting. Nice. Last weekend. Sorry, Montana. I just don't remember. Look at Theo in the adventure. We can do that. But let's quickly look at new stuff that we've got today. So we shouldn't have anything new in seasonal. Live events, there's nothing new. Campaign, nothing new. Oh, well, weekly rush points are new, but yeah. Evos. Did we get anything new today? Nothing paid. Anything free? No. That's a bit disappointing. You said Theo Hernandez in this one. I assume I have a Theo in the club. I do. So is this another one that people are putting into there? Great. We're already getting too many of his Evos. I don't want another one. But no new Evo today. When do these disappear? 2 days, right, until the Academy stuff is out of these tabs. So, no new objectives, no new Evos. What about SBCs? Geraldo Becker. Once again, double 4-star, because why would they ever bring out something that isn't double 4-star? Striker, right mid, left mid, cam. Obviously insane pace, shooting good, passing not bad for a striker, dribbling's okay, composure's crap. Absolutely no idea if Mainz are dreadful this season or not, so I have no idea whether he's got a chance of getting upgrades. Low-driven plus finesse is good, pinged and tiki-taka is good, rapid and first touch is good. I'd like technical, I'd like quick step. And then if you got a second playstyle plus, then maybe you'd want it to be finesse. He's got pluses where you want them. The only real, like, it's not a bad card, but people have just got absolute monsters in their teams, and so they're just not going to want this. It's not going to replace people's existing cards, is the thing. UCL marquee matchups. Atletico and Club Brugge, Leverkusen, Olympiacos. Fantasy FC Team 1 upgrade. Ooh. Ow. Oh, apparently there are new objectives. We just checked them and didn't see anything. Right, well, let's back out and in again and see these apparent... Oh, the new objectives are just going to be the rush points refreshing, which nobody cares about. So, sure, there are new objectives, but who gives a damn, right? I mean, yeah. So, let's look at this upgrade and we'll do it. We will do it. I did open up like 5 packs whilst I was away when it was halftime of the Arsenal game. That is where my only knowledge of this promo has come from. So, what did I get? We got Rosicki, Lukter, Kazadi, Kaplan, and Francisco Mora. This card... Has this card already got an upgrade? Did she already have 2 playstyle pluses? I don't know. But, like, she looks pretty damn good. Double 4-star is the downside, as it is with most cards right now. But maybe there's a world where she could get a 5-star by making those 6 attacking actions. I mean, she looks the best out of the ones that I packed, but she's not really worth anything. Rosicki also looks okay, but nothing incredible. So I didn't pack anything big. So let's do the Team 1 upgrade and see if we can. See if we could return to this game with an absolute bang. Don't see you stream too often anymore. How's it going? It's going good. I mean, I've had a lot going on this year. There's been a big, there's been a loss in the family, basically. That happened at the start of this month, and so the, month or two before that, obviously, building up to that, staying away from home and stuff like that to go and visit, and all of that stuff. Recently, this last weekend, I was away on a trip. One of my mates is getting married, so we had the stag do. Combined with just some other bits and bobs, and so yeah, it's been a kind of mad start to the year, really. But the hope is that going into March, things can be a bit more normal, right? And sort of push on from there. It's put a bit of a dampener, shall we say, on these first 2 months, but it feels like starting from like next week, we can hopefully push forward and start getting to a new normal, and that will mean a lot more videos, a lot more streams, and being able to spend that time focusing on that again. How's Fabregas in that role? He's sick. That card is unreal. Very, very lucky to have obtained him, and yeah, I love him a lot. He is an absolute beast. So yeah, Riley, there's been a lot going on. Hopefully you've been okay. Jack, hello. How are you doing? Today is basically just the return stream after the mini holiday, and also looking at some new content. I do have bits that I need to do today, so it's not going to be a super long stream. I also wanted to see what would happen in terms of like dropped frames and all of that stuff as well today. Does he track with Arsenal for the Fantasy FC thing? No, he is a future star. Future stars Fabregas. Right. Let's open this up as well. 85 to 89. Of course it's not a promo. What a waste of time. Why would it be? But yeah, I hope that everyone has had a fantastic weekend. And as I say, now we can get closer to normal. But starting from next week, right? So Thursday is the funeral. And I'll probably be staying away that night. Back on Friday. And then a slightly busy weekend. But then starting from next week, as I say, March should be back to being able to do a lot of streams and everything like that. Back to, as I say, new normal. Bit scared to spank a mil on Fabregas. Is he worth that? I think he's fantastic. It's so hard. Like, I don't buy players for my team, right? I spend my coins on videos, right? Buying players for videos and then selling them again. I don't really spend coins on, you know what, I really like that card. I'm going to go and buy him and use him in my team. So it's hard for me to justify the price of a player because I don't really spend in that way on this game. What I will say with Fabregas is on the ball, he's just an absolute animal. His passing is ridiculous. His dribbling feels phenomenal. Low driven plus and I think base finesse mean that when he gets into shooting positions, he's also really, really good. I love that card, and I only know a couple of other people that have tried him out, but they've also said that he's really, really good. So I think it really depends on what you want. Like, if you're going to play him as a cam, if that's the kind of player that you want there, or whether you want someone that's like tiny, that's basically just unbelievable at dribbling with 5-star skills and everything like that. Have I decided what to do with icon swaps? I think I'm just going to get R9, to be honest with you. I'll have fun using him because he's got 5-star skills and has the dribbling. Bought Beckenbauer 92 to play centre mid, not CDM, or centre mid as Stanway can't play centre mid. Is he good at centre mid? I have no idea. I don't think I've used a single Beckenbauer card this year other than the silver version when that came out. So I honestly could not tell you, I'm afraid, on whether he's any good. Is there an Evo? There was not a new Evo today. Just packed Chilwell from the guaranteed pack. Well, let's open up mine and see if I can get anything good. Some people might also care about what's in the store. Dream Start player pick. 1 pick. 88 or higher. 110k. The guarantee, which is an 85 times 10. Okay. Deluxe guarantee, treat yourself player pick. That one's okay, to be fair. Supreme 15, and then obviously it's just absolutely ludicrously priced packs. Lone centre mid with Wharton behind, then Kaya's false 9 above with Evo Jesus. Right. What? Okay. Yeah, so Cesc, I mean, you can see his record. He's getting at least a goal involvement a game. Could you play him as a centre mid rather than a cam? Yes, absolutely. Obviously, he doesn't really have huge defending or physical stats, but he does have the best defensive play style, so that does balance it out a little bit. Obviously, his passing play styles are unbelievable. I think the main reason to push him forward to cam rather than centre mid is because otherwise, finesse, technical, and low-driven plus, they're more useful as a cam rather than a centre mid. It'd be a bit different if they were swapped out for maybe like some more defending ones or press proven, something like that. So you could use him there, of course. Like, his stats are comfortably good enough to do it. But maybe you'd have to put is it a Guardian chem style for defending and physical? Something like that to make it as good as possible. Yeah. Potentially. Right. Should we open up our guaranteed pack? So happy you don't play the game anymore. Don't know how EA have had a bad game works. I don't really know what that means. If I'm honest with you. Hope everyone's coping okay. Hope for positive things for the rest of the year. Yeah, we have to, right? We have to. And like, our aim is to get like fit and as healthy and fit as possible by joining the gym together. At the start of March. We also wanted by the end of this year to be hopefully like in the process of moving. But due to this time, my girlfriend's had to have unpaid time off of work, and so that's put a bit of a dent in things, so that might get slightly delayed, but it is what it is. We'll push to have as good a year rest of the year as possible. Brendan, I am. Yes. How's my day been? My day has been very chill, to be honest. I've just been sorting things out post holes, and yeah, it's been good. I can't complain. Thank you for asking. Gary, it was really good. I went through the Battlefield 6 campaign the other day. I still haven't done that. To put it simply, this stag do was in Barcelona. It was very different to the other 3 stags that I've been on, which are normally filled with like activities, like doing a Segway tour around the city, going and doing, I don't know, let's just list off a few things. You might go go-karting, you might do paintball, you might go axe throwing, or anything like that. A brewery tour, these kind of things. This one was a lot more chilled out and laid back. There weren't any activities, but on the second night, the stag has a nephew who, well, he's sort of like a nephew. It's the son of their cousin. And so we'll just call him a nephew, right? This nephew flew in to Barca for one night and one night only because his dad is a multi-millionaire. So he was able to fly in for one night, spent £600 on flights, and stayed in a hotel that cost like $1,000 a night, dropped a few K on a table in the biggest club in Barca for us. So that was pretty cool. Outside of that, it was pretty chilled out. Right, let's see who we can get. I'm going to assume it's going to be that Francisco guy that I've already got. Let's see. It's a centre-back. I have absolutely no idea who you are. Are you any good? The stats are decent. I don't know who's got upgraded yet or not. I'm assuming... Can we see on, like, FootGG? Fantasy FC Tracker is now live. So, Catley. Let's have a little look. How do we see her... How do we see her upgrades, though? Players. Where is she? Catley... Oh, that Lukta did... Oh, so she gained low driven plus. Okay, let's have a little look, right? So, Catley... Where is this card? I don't know if they haven't played yet, or if they just didn't do anything in the first game. View fixtures. I don't know if Arsenal just got, like, slapped in the first game or something, because on the tracker, they didn't get any points in the first game. They didn't score a goal. They didn't keep a clean sheet. She didn't make any defensive contributions. So, I don't know. Unless they just haven't played their first game yet. Where was the games tracker? Upcoming fixtures, 15th of Feb at 2:30 was Brighton against Arsenal. I mean, I'm assuming that game went ahead. I don't... what? Let's have a quick check. When did her... upgrade starting February 20th. Arsenal... women's... fixtures. So, they played... Brighton game was postponed. It was the FA Cup. Right, so they haven't played their first game. Their first match is the 15th of March, apparently. So, it's going to take a little while for us to see whether Catley's going to get any upgrades here. As a base card, her stats are great. Her playstyles are pretty damn good. If they give her intercepts, that'd be huge. I don't use any tactics. I find them boring, I'm afraid. So, she got her second playstyle plus today. Her on the tracker... where are we? Where did it go? Oh my god, João Felix. They scored 4 goals. He got 4 attacking contributions. João Felix is going to get at least like 4 upgrades. That's going to be insane. Alawiren already got 6 points. Undav got a goal or an assist. Where is she? Right. So she has got 3 points from the first game. So if they win one of their next 3, then she gets all rolls plus, and she will get 1 overall. So just a slight boost to all of these stats. PSG women scored 3 goals in their first game. So we need 7 more in 3 matches in order to get a 99 stat. She did get a goal or an assist. And so she gained... Rapid or Quick Step? Not sure which one. And she got Low Driven Shot Plus. I don't know if she previously had Low Driven and that got upgraded to a plus, or whether that was just a plus added on top of the base playstyles that she already had. I'm intrigued how this works, though, right? Player makes 6 attacking actions in the next 4 league matches, right? To get 5-star skills or weak foot. She got a goal or an assist. But yet she didn't make a single attacking contribution. So she didn't have a shot on target, but she also didn't make a key pass, even though she got an assist. What? PSG Women's. What was their game? Let's have a little look-see, shall we? Pack the same woman as me? Yeah, I feel like she's going to be pretty common. Pina was yeah. So that was the worst part about going to Barca. Going into every single, like, Barcelona store and seeing Pina's face there. Like, I've come to have a getaway from FC for the weekend. I can't escape this woman. PSG, their last game, they beat Lens 3-0. She scored a hat-trick. Your tracker's broken. Foot GG, 6 attacking contributions in 4 matches. Apparently she's done none. She scored a hat-trick. I'm going to say she probably had 3 shots on target in this one. Just throwing it out there. Can we see the exact stats of her? She had 3 goals. She had 4 shots on target. So she should be... We've got 3 games left for PSG's women's. She needs to have 2 shots on target or make 2 key passes in 3 games in order to get 5-star in one of those 2 things. They need... She could get a 99 stat. She's going to get a plus what? She's going to be a 99 rated... 90 rated with a 99 stat. And she's going to go up to 5-star weak foot or skills. This card is going to be sick. Hell yeah. I'm happy with that one. How do you deal with limited width in 4-1-2-1-2? Manually run wide if you fancy it. Make like attacking or directed runs with your centre mids and strikers and stuff like that, I would say. Gold goalkeeper in Feb. Yep. I haven't used... Like, I do a lot of different videos where we use different players, right? And some of those can range from golds all the way up to crazy cards. From the random different goalkeepers that I've used this year, none of them have been better than this Donnarumma, which is why he's got nearly 500 games on him. If I find one that's better, that doesn't... I mean, like, how much is this team of the year? If I can find one that's better, that doesn't cost me 1.4 mil, I'll use them. Going to the match soon? Oh, I'm so glad I'm not. So glad I'm not. I feel like we're going to get absolutely pumped. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to it. I need to actually check who is on TV tonight. I hope it isn't us, so that people don't see us get absolutely embarrassed. It's not us, it's Southampton QPR. Okay. Although we are apparently on Sky Sports Plus, so we'll still be able to watch the game. It's very nearly team news time as well. We've got 5 minutes until team news. Although, on the app... Oh, it's predicted lineup. So I was going to say, how on earth do they have the team news early? So yeah, 5 minutes and then we'll have the team. And we'll see what we're going to do. Might be frustrating, like Saturday for us. What was that? A draw against Oxford. I'd love to say that I hope so, but I just don't have any... Like, as I was away, I couldn't see our game. There's a world where it might have been on in like an Irish bar or something like that, where we saw the Arsenal game, but I didn't even realise that we were the early kickoff. So I didn't see it. I haven't seen our highlights from that game, but apparently after like the 30th minute or so, we were a lot more passionate and there was a bit more fight and it was a bit more impressive. I don't know. So this will be my first match watching us under Gary Rowett. And as I say, I don't really have much optimism. Middlesbrough are in the automatic playoff spots for a reason. So there's not really any reason for me to believe that we'll get a result here. But I guess you never know. What do you think has gone wrong for Leicester in the last few years? Poor decision-making and running of the club. To put it very simply. Contracts given to players incorrectly. Managers being given too much time. Signings that have been made. Sales that have been made. Just multiple poor decisions at important times have led to the current situation. Really. Could Olympiacos make the comeback against Leverkusen? I mean, sure, it's football. Why not? I have no idea what comeback they would need to do. But, sure. Sure. And it is sad to see, innit? You're going through Outer Worlds 2 right now? It's so good. Yeah, that's on my list to play. I haven't done it yet, because I want to play the first one before the second. I'm just going to open up a couple of these packs just to see if we can get anything today. Especially whilst we wait for this team news. Gyökeres, who is coming in Fantasy Team 2. He was unbelievable the other day against Spurs. Comfortably the best game that he's had in an Arsenal shirt. It was like a completely different player. The way that he was using his physicality, just... That's what they've wanted and needed to see from him. And maybe there's a world where that Spurs game is the kicker for him to like push on now and start to be a bit more consistent and scary for teams to come up against. Because up until this point, you see that Gyökeres is starting up front against you, and you probably wouldn't have been that worried. Because he just hasn't imposed himself properly. But yeah, that game. Oh, we have a double walkout. An 85 double as well. Okay. Go on then. 85 double. No special cards. Right, our team news is in then. Here we go. Begovic, Ricky P, Okoli, Nelson, Luke Thomas, Skip, Winks, D. Cordova Reed on the right, I think. Mikasa through the middle, Mavadidi on the left, and Daka. I'm really, really glad to see that Mikasa hasn't been dropped for Bobby, even though Bobby's back from his suspension, because he was apparently very, very good the other day. Obviously scored the game prior to that as well, so that's really good to see. On the bench, Stelarchik, Gray, Aluko, Aribo, Page, Monga, Fatawu is back from his injury. Richards and Ayew. That's going to be depressing. Devine's been our best player since he's come in. Mm-hmm. Like I say, yeah, he was supposedly really tidy the other day, so I'm looking forward to seeing him again today. And yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. We have so many injuries right now that it's hard to really do too much with the team. I really want to see Mikasa with JJ alongside him in midfield. That would be sick. Right, let's do an 86 double. Do we get a promo card? We do. Is it anyone interesting? Bayern Munich and Man City. So we get an inform Hasegawa. And who are you? Simon. I don't need a left back. I've got Jordi Alba. I've got Team of the Year Basher. I've got Ferland Mendy. Let's have a little look at the tracker of this card for Simon. How are you looking? Where are you? Where are you? Where is she? Where is she? So, they won their first game. They scored 4 goals, but they didn't keep a clean sheet. Otherwise, she'd have 2 playstyle pluses. And she didn't make any defensive contributions. What the hell are you playing at? Unless it's broken, like it clearly is for Lukter, who apparently didn't have any shots on target despite scoring a hat-trick. So, what's her first name? Caroline. Caroline Simon. Did she play? And if so, did she actually get any defensive contributions? She didn't play! Well, that's not great, is it? That's not great. So she might end up getting the club upgrades, but not the 5-star for herself doing something. I mean, that's not the end of the world for a left back. She could still get a playstyle plus and a normal playstyle, a +1 and a 99 stat without playing a single minute. So it's not the end of the world. If there's a world where they gave her block as her base playstyle and upgraded one of these to a PS Plus, she could actually be a bit of a unit. It's a shame she can't play right back as well, but I'll take that. Can I recommend a left wing or left mid? You have a 100k budget. I honestly have no idea of the prices of players, so it's really, really hard to suggest someone. I'm afraid. I just don't know how much it would cost. What I would suggest you do is go to something like FootGG, right? Go to players. And on your positions, go to left mid, left wing. Put your max price as, what do you say, 100k? Oh, numlock's not on. And then you can sort them by certain things. So, if you sort them by GG rating, then this is the players that are, like, the best in those positions. However, some of these are, like, for example, Beaver Jones is a better striker than she is left mid. Nesib is a better cam than she is left mid. Whereas Harry Kewell is best at left mid. So that's an option. Miyama, Boule, right? Alphonso Davies. This is potentially where you would go to have a little look. What you could do is also only primary positions. And so that then gets rid of the players who are coming in as, like, strikers. And these are ones that start there. And you can easily see more of those players who are basically like defaulted to that position. So there'll be some nice cards that you can pick up. Like this Nesib could actually be really, really nice. 2 playstyle pluses. Kuhl could be decent. Beth Mead, if you did that card, not bad. Luma. So those are ways that you can go and have a little look. You going for R9? I think so. You don't follow Leicester, but do you think anyone in the team you think deserves a bigger club? I mean, if by bigger you mean better, sure. Sure. There's a few. I mean, let's go here. James, hello. How you doing? Max, I highly doubt it. What's today's new content? The guarantee pack, weekly rush points, UCL marquee matchups, and Bracalo's SBC. Jordan James is the answer to your question. He's currently on loan. We have an option to buy. He is the answer. I mean, Mikasa has come in and been really solid, but he's on loan from Man City. Outside of that, I mean, maybe Fatawu, but he's also been very disappointing in a fair amount of games. I think one of the reasons why we're in the position we currently are in the league is because we don't really have those players that are outperforming our current level. If we had if we had maybe like 4 players in our squad that you would say they should be playing in the Premier League, we'd probably be doing significantly better. But I don't think you would say that about 4 players in our club. So yeah. It's not a great scenario. No decent Evo once again. No, sadly not. I need to work on my Ramsey Evo. Doing fine, thank you. Hope you had a lovely trip away. I did. I can't complain. It was pretty damn nice. I tried 2 new animals to eat for the first time. I had an ox burger, which was absolutely amazing. It was at a place called El Nacional, which it's like a massive... It looks quite fancy, but it's not crazy expensive. But it's sort of like a food hall where they have like 6, 8, I don't know, different like restaurants, small restaurants in this hall that do their own things. And so I'd love to go to some of the others, but the one that we went like specialized in basically just meat. And everyone said that their stuff was great. My mate got, I can't remember the name of like this type of sausage that he had as his meal that came with a load of like beans. It was genuinely like, it was probably about that long. It was crazy. Someone else got duck that was apparently unbelievable. Someone had a like venison steak, I think it was, and that was supposedly incredible too. Yeah, I tried an ox burger, and it was one of the best burgers I've ever had. The bizarre part about it was this is how it was served. And to quote the lady, firstly, let me show you the French fries that came with this burger. They were basically potato wedges. They were really nice, so it was fine, but French fries? But look at how this burger was served. No bun, no sauce, no salad, just the patty. But oh my god, it was so good. And as I mentioned earlier, the son of the multi-millionaire had the Bank of Dad card, and so decided to get a range of things and then let everybody try stuff. So he said, you know how ridiculous some people's lives are. This is a sentence that was said. Each time that I come to Barcelona, I always go for the octopus because it's the best place in the world for it. Normal people don't say these things, but I tried an octopus and it was actually pretty good. I can kind of see where he's coming from. I can kind of see it. But yeah, it was different. And I liked it. I like experiencing new things. So there you go. What does his dad do? I'll most likely be taking R9 from swaps. It's just the easiest and best option, isn't it? His dad created and is the CEO of a company that he has now sold, or is in the process of selling. It's a 4-year takeover process because it's such a big company. Why don't you start Dakar? Because this Evo is absolutely shambolic. What I'm currently doing is building up a replacement for Carranza by turning a Rebo into a beastly striker is the plan. His passing is already more than good enough. His dribbling is great. He's got the creative play styles. Now we just need to give him low driven, finesse, one of the pace ones, boost up that pace and shooting, and suddenly there's our replacement here. So Gary, I'd say to try it. It's like a thick meat that it requires a fair bit of chewing, but it doesn't feel... I mean, how do you describe it? What kind of like animals are normally like quite chewy? Maybe like turkey, but that's normally because it's quite dry. This wasn't. It was just like thick. I don't know. But his dad, as I say, was the creator and then CEO of a company that... Do I have an example? Yeah, maybe this. If you buy anything from like Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Google, any other massive company that you can think of, if it comes in a cardboard or corrugated box, that's his company. They supply these boxes around the entirety of Europe and the UK for these mega companies. He said they supply like each contractual term with Amazon is roughly 10 million boxes. It's sick, really. And we had a big long chat about it, and it was really intriguing to hear about how businesses and stuff like this are crafted, created, and grown to these kind of levels. So, yeah, it was interesting to learn about. How well do you know his son? That was the very first time I've met him. I will probably meet him once more in my life, I would imagine, at my mate's wedding. I can't really think of another scenario where I will ever meet him again outside of the wedding. So, yeah, we had one night of seeing how the 1% live. Like, it's just ridiculous. I think one good thing was he wasn't like flashy. He didn't act like some people do when they're from that kind of background of just constantly showing off and stuff like that, and not really caring about people, not willing to engage with people normally, and just thinking that they're above them. That wasn't the case at all. But at the same time, when your lock screen is like a McLaren, you have a 2-bed flat on Bond Street, you rock up to this dinner wearing a Moncler jacket that's worth like 3.5k, Louis Vuitton shoes and everything like that. We didn't get a good enough look at his watch to see how much that would be worth, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was like 100k. It's mental. It's absolutely mental. And so, yeah, he dropped 1.9k on a table in the club in VIP for us, before previously taking us to like a rooftop bar and buying us each one drink at this place, which if you know Barcelona, it's the W Hotel. What is happening? Why is this searching via Wikipedia? How is this a thing? I don't want this. Hotel W. There we go. This. So this hotel on the beachfront in Barca, up here at this top little bit is where that like rooftop bar was. So we went there. And he bought everybody one drink, which was like a vodka Coke, vodka lemonade or whatever. They were 25 euros each. Like, it's Grey Goose, but still, what? Just what? I used to have nights out with that amount back during uni. 25 euros for a vodka Coke. Mental. And he wasn't staying in that hotel because he's been there before and he's waiting to go again until it's been renovated. So instead, he stayed at this place, the Arts Hotel, which is... look, you can see the W in the background there. This is the other luxury hotel, where he bought the cheapest room, which was 350 quid a night. But because they have so many points as a family from travelling to these places around the world, they upgraded him to like the presidential suite, which is worth £1,000 a night for free. Stupid world. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. My God. Lots of overheads on the top of that building. Yeah. It was really, really nice as a building, but it's just so stupidly expensive. And like I say, when we went to the club, like this was what the table looked like. So you've got on the right, the big glowing bottle is the Belvedere. Then next to it, you've got Patron, and then you've got Moët champagne next to it. That Belvedere bottle, if you buy it off of Amazon, it's like 125 quid. In that club for VIP, if you want it as part of your table, €800. But you know the most ludicrous part of this VIP experience that we had? Shep, yeah, they don't care about that kind of thing. It's dumb, innit? The most ludicrous thing, and this place was sick, right? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's either Shoko or Shako, it's this big club. And we went there on the Friday and then went again on the Saturday with him to get the VIP treatment. If you, loads of you that are watching this, right, will have been to a nightclub before. And sometimes maybe you're at a place where they're playing a load of hip hop and you think, oh, you know what would really fit the vibe here? This song. Let me go and ask the DJ, is it possible to request a song? This one, right? Sometimes in some places you'll be able to go and write it down, and then they sometimes go through the list of requests slowly but surely throughout the night and everything like that. This place, I think one person did it. Because the night was hip hop music. So you had a big range of stuff, right? You had the likes of, I don't know, Kanye, Drake, Tupac, etc. A lot of Bad Bunny. I've heard more Bad Bunny in the last 3 days or so than I have combined in my life before, and probably will for the rest of my life, honestly, unless I go back to Spain. There was also a lot of French songs, though. And the best song of the night, in terms of the vibes, they played... I can't tell you the name of the song, but it's the French World Cup song. Because that was made by, 2 hip-hop artists, right? Or, a collab between them or something like that. Where it's N'Golo, N'Golo Kante. All of those ones. Or... who else is in it? Kimpembe, Pogba, Ramon's Allez Maison is called. That one. Yes. Allez le bleu, allez. That came on and it was so sick. But I think somebody requested a song, because when I went to the toilet for 30 seconds out of this mostly hip-hop night, Star Wars came on. Right? The main theme from Star Wars came on. And I think, because we were not alone, right, in this VIP section, there were probably 20 tables, all with these massive bottles and everything like that, right? This place must make an absolute killing every single night. But more so because I think somebody loves Star Wars, and they were the only person all night that went up to the DJ and accepted the requirements. To request a song at this club. Let me show you the... Is it Shako? Shoko? No one knows how to pronounce it. It's this, right? I mean, this is what it's like when it's empty. Here are your VIP tables, but you've got VIP and then super VIP, right? It was insane. It was really, really cool. But to request a song from the DJ, 650 euros. How is that even legal? I think someone did it to play Star Wars. I cannot understand a world where that would otherwise have been played. How are there people in the world that will pay that amount of money for less than a minute of a song to be played? You can't even comprehend it, right? You just can't. Like, it's not a thing. They genuinely paid pretty much the same price as my 3.5 days in Barcelona trip to play a minute of a song. Oh, this world is crazy, innit? Were there baddies there? I can't say that I was looking. I imagine so. There were in one of the other places, but the ones that you can pay for. There are a lot of them around. A lot of them around. But yeah, I don't partake in looking. I would actually say probably not compared to the local places. Like, a lot of people in Barca were attractive, right? Or not even necessarily attractive, just I don't know. They just look well kept, healthy, right? There aren't many people that are like overweight there. So basically everybody looked happy and were nice and kind and friendly. And it just feels like the vibes make people look and feel better there. So in general, yes, I would actually say in that club, that kind of standard was probably lower because there were so many tourists there. Like, most people that I overheard in that place were speaking English. Leicester is bad, says LeBron. Yeah, but who gives a damn? Life is life. You can't get upset if your football team aren't the best. Right? Leicester going to lose tonight? You would expect so, considering it is second versus 22nd. I think 99.9% of people would predict that we will lose tonight. TJ, yeah. Like, there was one play. I tell you what, when we went to the rooftop bar, the super expensive one, as I say, there were many girls that... This place wasn't big. There were probably like 75 people in there. And I would genuinely say, out of those 75 people, I think about 10 to 15 of them were girls of the night. Just there hoping that the rich people that go there are looking for services. It's really sad because some of them, they're like pretty girls that aren't that old, but yet that's, I mean, I guess if they're happy with it, then who are you to judge? But it just seems sad as a situation. Hey, cheers. I'm doing good. You going to the match? I will have to wish you the worst of luck tonight. You know what? Let's put it like this. Let us beat you, and then hopefully for the remainder of the season, we'll beat anyone that you need us to beat. That sounds like a great deal to me. That sounds good to me. What actually happened to us? We won the Prem 10 years ago. We've been run dreadfully. And some big decisions were made poorly in that last decade. Probably raking it in. Yeah, but people rake it in whilst doing stuff that they don't enjoy at all. Is my Twitch bugging? Are you not live there? I haven't had a single comment come through from Twitch. So unless the chat is just broken, are we not live there? But not one comment has come through from it. No, it says we're not live. Oh. I don't know. Can I see my streams? Like, did it go live? 24th of Feb. It did. Apparently I streamed for 5 minutes on Twitch today. Oh. No idea. Is it a coincidence? Are we live on Kick? Not that anyone ever watches there. We are? Is it a coincidence that Twitch hasn't worked today? And in 1 hour and 21 minutes, we haven't dropped a single frame? Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, you're not crazy. Do you want Cov to win the league? I couldn't care less who wins the league. Football for me, and I know I'm the outlier in this scenario, I simply do not care about other teams. Even if there are clubs rivals, sure, it will mean that it's a more hostile and active like atmosphere and stuff at games, and maybe you want to beat them more on the day because you have that local rivalry. Outside of match day, against someone like Cov, Forest, Derby, whoever it may be, I couldn't give a damn about them. If Cov win the championship and then win the Premier League, I'm not going to be depressed. I'll be happy for their fans because they get to live the dream and have an amazing time. It doesn't matter to me. I think the world is too negative as it is to care about something only to care about it negatively. Like, you will have people that go out of their... Like, I don't know who Borough's rivals are, if I'm honest with you. Like, I know you're up near, like, Sunderland and Newcastle, right? But whoever your main rivals are, there will be some of your fans that would be happier to see their rivals get relegated. Like, they would take a trade-off of not getting promoted to the Prem if it meant their rivals got relegated or something like that. And that, to me, is just lunacy. I don't know how you could possibly care about something more than your own team purely to think about it negatively. Crazy. But there are many people that have that thought process. Like, there will genuinely be a world where there are some Spurs fans right now that would be willing to get relegated if it meant that Arsenal didn't win the league, and vice versa. There will be some Arsenal fans that would be happy to finish second if it meant Spurs went down. What's wrong with people? Just care about your own team and be happy about it. It's why, like, so many people come into my streams over the years and have done and try and basically say, oh yeah, Leicester are crap, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't care less what any of them say because they're not fans of the team. They don't need to care. They don't know the ins and outs of situations. People... It just doesn't matter. You're a Spurs fan and you'd rather get relegated and Arsenal finish second. I mean, if that's genuinely true, you're entitled to your opinion. I think anyone that has that mindset, not specifically calling you out here, I think they're mental. I think they're mental. It's just a very weird way to live life. Like, so many people care about football and their team's success. Why on earth you would ever spend a single second caring about a team that isn't the one that you support, to me, I will never understand it. Never, ever understand it. Like, there were Spurs fans that wanted their team to lose against City last season so that Arsenal wouldn't win the league. It's mental. Absolutely mental. Easy to say when you don't have rivals. We do have rivals. We do. We literally have a team in the same competition as us this season that are top of the league. I couldn't care less whether they win it or not. It doesn't matter to me. Because they're not my team. Finished the icon swaps grind, took R9, game 1 in the Fantasy Cup, 7 goals, 1 assist. Yeah, I need to do it. Big difference. No, it's not. It's not. Tottenham and Arsenal is the biggest rivalry there is. I mean, yeah, you can think so because it's your team. Most people think that about their teams. Ours is the most. Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday probably think theirs matters more than the North London derby. So did Millwall and West Ham. To me, it's as simple as this. I care about my team. Why would I care about a team that I don't support? It's basically actively spending some of your energy and time in your life caring about something purely negatively. That's not a good way to live. You're just bringing negativity into your life. I don't use tactics because I think they ruin the game and they're boring and crap. Because Leicester haven't ever had a rivalry like Tottenham and Arsenal do, you'll never comprehend. I don't need us to have something like that. It's just stupid to me. I think this about many things in life, right? Over the years, how many different times have you seen people care about things that you don't, right? For example, back in the day, it's probably still a massive thing, but I just don't see it because I block this stuff out of my life. Apple versus Android. Why do people care? Xbox versus PlayStation. Why do people care? Like, just enjoy the thing that you enjoy. It's mad. Silly comparison, it's literally nothing alike. I have a question for you, Alfie, because some people have different answers to this. If you're a Spurs fan, will you automatically dislike someone if they're an Arsenal fan? Because they support Arsenal. Luna, good, thank you. Comparing Spurs Arsenal to Xbox PlayStation. Yes. One is like the one that you support, and the other one is the one that is the rival to the thing that you support. It's actually a good comparison. I did not nearly buy a Pina shirt, no. I didn't actually see the female ones like with custom printing anywhere. But if they're an Arsenal fan, they probably have the worst personality to begin with. That right there is why it's moronic to me. Moronic. Because if that person lived like 10 minutes down the road, or, for example, not even that. They could grow up living in the exact same place that they do, right? But maybe their dad supports Spurs instead of Arsenal. And all of a sudden, they're great. But if their dad supports the other one, they're awful and I automatically dislike them. Mental. Mental. Do you watch Anthony Day? No. I'm not a child. So I don't like someone being performative and overreacting to stuff, I'm afraid. And I don't care about packs. Do you not think local rivals in football is a strange concept? You want to win every game possible. Why does a postcode mean you want to win one game more than another? I agree. But I can understand why it exists. Because it will be like more competitive because it is local. There'll be more history and stuff there because it is this close, like tight-knit thing compared to other teams and stuff like that. But as I say, what I don't understand is the fact that people care about a team they don't support. You don't want a club who supported Thomas Partey winning the league? Understandable. I'll give you that one. That's fair. And I will also say, Arsenal are very unlikable. Right? But that doesn't mean that I care about them. It just means that their manager, their players, and their fan base can be stupid. And the last few years, very much so. But that doesn't mean that I actively want Arsenal to not win the league. It would be funny if they don't, because their fans have been so high and mighty. And so to see them fall from grace, that would actually be quite funny. But I wouldn't care about the team winning it. Right? Is Tonali out tomorrow? No idea. 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I like it. Saints Rectors. Sort of. Yeah. When we played City last year, you celebrated Haaland scoring in the stadium with your mates. Absolutely loved it. See, we will never, ever, ever agree on that. I could never celebrate my team conceding a goal unless it somehow benefited us. Like, I don't know if there's ever a niche scenario where maybe having a worse goal difference would benefit you in like a tournament or something. I don't know. Context is everything. No. Again, we know the context. The context is you would prefer your team to do worse so that a team that isn't your team also does worse. That's the context. And when it's framed like that, doesn't it sound stupid? If your reply to that is no, we will never agree. Simple as that. Simple as that. That game did not affect you whatsoever. It did, because you would do better. You want your team to win every game of football that you play. Oh, we've got all the official stats and playstyles of the Team 2 players, including all the heroes. Right, we'll have to do a TikTok or something on that. You would have celebrated the Hazard goal against Spurs. Yeah, because that meant that we won the league. That benefited our team. Hazard didn't score against us to benefit us. Hazard scored a goal against another team to benefit my team. So I don't know what you mean. Would have finished in the Europa spot still. It meant nothing. It did mean something, but sure. One thing you can't stand is when people say you don't live close to the stadium, so you can't support them. Yeah, like there's obviously context to why people support different teams and stuff like that. I think it's fair to say that people's opinions can't properly be judged the same if they don't ever go to the games. In certain scenarios. Like, if you go to all of the matches compared to someone who watches all the matches but they watch them on TV, there will be different things that are seen and heard and everything like that. And that can be relevant in niche scenarios. But yeah, it just because I go to every game doesn't mean that, I don't know, Barry down the road, who's been supporting Leicester for 50 years but no longer has a season ticket, doesn't care. So yeah. It didn't what? How did it mean anything? We were 6th and City was 2nd, going first if they won. The City game is the weirdest you've been to. Ask any Spurs fan that day we wanted to lose. No, that's simply not true. There were many, many videos, interviews and polls stuff done with Spurs fans where some of them wanted to lose. Some of them wanted their own team to lose. Others didn't, because they were normal people who care more about their team than any other. James, yeah. Fair. Can you make something for my channel based on your favourite game theme? I don't really need that. Don't bring up the Hazard goal, genuinely heart-destroying. I don't know why it would be. It's not like you would have won the league if that goal didn't go in. It didn't make a difference in that regard. It's not like we won it by a point. I think the most ridiculous thing that came out of that season, other than obviously us winning it, is that somehow Spurs got the bottle title when it was Arsenal. We would have won the league if every team, fan and ref didn't beg for the Leicester story tale. Right, okay. Sure. You're one of those people. I mean, that says a lot about you, doesn't it? That's why it's not surprising based on the other things you've said. Am I doing icon swaps tonight? No. I will be watching our game, probably getting depressed, and that's about it. Got every ref decision against you for a good 2 months. That's great. Good to hear. Oops. Do 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 do. Bum ba da bum bum ba dum. Interesting. Yeah. Can I unban you on Twitch? It's been 7 years. Oh, right. Wow. I don't think I should. To be honest. If you were banned, you would have been banned for a reason. You can send an unban request, and I can look through the chat logs and see why you were banned. But based on these conversations today, I don't know if I'd want more of that, to be honest. Conspiracies and someone that will disagree with half of the conversations that I have. I don't think it'd be a good mix, to be honest. Doesn't mean that you're a terrible person. It just means that there are fundamental differences that probably don't gel well, and therefore wouldn't be good for the chat, because there'd just be a lot of disagreements all the time, which isn't always a bad thing. Like, if you're having a discussion on something, not everyone has to agree on stuff, but if core principles and opinions are always going to clash, it just wouldn't work, would it? Like I say, if you want to send an unban request, I'm intrigued to... I'd be intrigued to see the chat logs. Did I see the Liverpool goal the other day? No, I haven't really seen... Other than the Arsenal game, I haven't seen anything from the weekend at all. So, no. I'm afraid not. Have I tried 4312? I have used it a few times. But this one's better, I think. Is 4222 any good? It's not bad. Love the Evo team. It's fun. Team reviews. No, otherwise we'd have to sit here and just constantly do them. And right now, I mean, I was going to go for a walk before the football. Maybe we can still do it. How do I get to this? Where is this setting? Aha! Now, how do I see this? Oh, okay. We don't have any. Should you send the unban request now? Yeah, sure. I'm intrigued to see the chat logs from before. I'm intrigued. Got a Leicester Evo team too. It's probably better than mine because I haven't gone through like crazy chains of stuff where people have managed to get like a 75 rated card up to an 80 rated card and yet they've got 90 on 5 of the face stats. I don't know how people managed that this year, but I've just done Evos normally. And so some of them are pretty damn good. Like, I really like my Silko Thomas. But there's potentially some people that have got an even better one than this, which is mad. You do have a great page card, though. Nice. I'd like to bump Stellarchic a little bit. Like, I mean, he doesn't... Maybe he could gain cross-claimer. We don't need far throw. Maybe plus in deflector or footwork. I don't know. But just a slight boost to the stats would be nice. Let's refresh this and see if it's here. If not, as I say, I might just have to... might have to try and go for this walk. Wilson, hello! Just sent a request on Discord. May you get it. Again, if your idea is to get, like, paid work or anything like that to do graphics, I'm sorry, but it's simply not going to happen. Oh, wait. Odderbert's... Wilson Odderbert has just said hi on Twitch. Is that you? On a different account? Oh, it is. But there's only one message. It was timed out, timed out, timed out, timed out, timed out, banned. How do I not see more messages? Banned after an hour. But it only says one message in the chat. So unless there was messages on another platform as well. Unless this was like a second account. And it was very clear that it was the second account. And the first one has all of like the chat logs. And that's why there isn't really anything in chat here. But then surely there would be at least something. Because otherwise, how would it be known and therefore be timed out? Why would it not show the previous ones? Or did Twitch chat... But then chat logs must go back that long. Otherwise, it wouldn't say that you've been timed out. How does this work? Like, if I go on a random person... See, that one... On this random person's thing, their message is there. Oh, you got unbanned 4 months ago. I think I just unbanned a lot of people. When it didn't look like there was a reason for someone to be banned, but it must have been a second account. I don't know. Jack, hello! But as I say, based on the conversations today, it doesn't surprise me that a younger version would have been banned. I don't know. Unbanned all at the start of the game, then banned someone same day for being a tool. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't really understand why Twitch went live for 5 minutes and then... Did I get an alert as to why? No. Absolutely no idea. Bambi got insta-banned asking to be unbanned. Yeah, that sounds about right. So the first account would have been banned... But then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And I wouldn't know what the name is. Thinking of doing Jovino SBC. Have you seen it? Would it be good to do? His team is Arsenal. I haven't seen it. Over footy. I don't care how old somebody is in order to ban them. You could be 12 or you could be 64. If you're a moron in chat, get rid. Makes no difference to me. I've always had the same thing of, like, there's two main reasons, right? If you are... if you are overwhelmingly negative or unnecessarily negative, just get rid. Or if you're just really annoying and, like, you're not necessarily just saying negative stuff all the time, but it's just some people you try and give a chance to just, I don't know, stop just putting random crap and just... I can't think of a specific example, but just stop. Please. Please. It was a good start for the upgrade Sunday. Got Juvenius 87, didn't think this was worth it. 5-star, 4-star. Left wing, right wing. Pace is great, shooting's okay, passing's okay, dribbling's okay. So he'll go up to a 90, and he'll get a 99 stat, which is obviously just going to be pace. Playstyles are okay. He lacks low driven, but the rest are fine. So his pass, he doesn't have incisive, so his long passing being 83 will be slightly problematic. Do the Icon SBC? No, that would be a big waste of fodder. The finishing and shot power, they might be okay for finesses, but outside of that, not the best. Balance and reactions are low, composure's low, and they're not going to get much of a boost when he gets a +1. I mean, how much is this card? Gervinho. 500,000. I mean, left mid, left wing, max price. Let's go like 600k. What could we get instead of that? Iniesta's card, Rivaldo, Miyama, George Best. Even this Nesib card, Pele, Kachawi, Firmin would probably be better than that Gervinho. Paulo Futre. I mean, like this George Best. He doesn't have loads of playstyles, to be fair. I guess that's maybe the boost of having someone in a more recent promo. I mean, it's not the greatest, it's not... Can I see that comment there? I can, but chat logs are normally dreadful on YouTube. Oh, it only says chat messages in the last year. You can't go back further than that. So, yeah. Doesn't work, unfortunately. So, never mind. Right, I need to see if... I need to see if I've got time for a very short walk or something to catch some Pikachus with special hats for the current Pogo event before the football, because we kick off in 15 minutes. And I do want to watch that. So, we are back, basically, properly from next week, right? Can I show you the 4-1-2-1-2 tactics? Yes. Select the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow as your formation. There you go. Those are my tactics. That's it. Because we've got the funeral on Thursday. I've got a bit of a busy weekend. So the idea is from March. From March onwards, a new normal can happen and we can get back to streaming loads, including other games, making a load more videos, short form content, and getting back into the full flow and swing of things. So tomorrow maybe a stream, not on Thursday, should be on Friday for week 2 of Fantasy, and then over the weekend we'll see. I'm not sure, but from next week we should be good and back to normal. There's a world where I start recording with people next week again as well. So, yeah. Got Timmy Akul, so might just see what his 99 stat is. It's going to be pace, I'd imagine. If they did it for, like, dribbling, and they actually boost every stats dribbling, that would be a game changer for the card. And he'd be significantly more worth it. But we'll have to wait and see. So, hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day and night. As Taylor says, it's the most boring past and present. Unfortunately, it can't be that because it's not a past and present. It's only a present, which is why they are all Leicester cards, other than a Rebo, because they don't bother with doing. Although, actually, I'm going to be really upset. Does he have a Leicester card now? Because they did do a batch of transfers. Does he have one? No. So, I have a present team, not a past and present. It's too easy when you include the likes of Kane and all of Kante and Mahrez and etc. So, yeah. Makes it more interesting this way. So, Taylor, you're just a negative Nelly. And live a more happy, positive life. And we'll all benefit from it. Hopefully it's going to be a positive night in terms of the football. If not, I won't be surprised. I'll see you again very, very soon, everybody. Thank you for chilling out and testing out the return stream. Have a good one. In a bit.